Carbon and its compounds. Carbon is an element which is of immense significance to us, both of its elemental form and its combined form. Most of the thing that we see around us is made up of carbon. We can check whether the substance is made up of carbon or not. If we burn the substance is made up of carbon or not. If we burn the substance, it must produce some gas, and if we pass the gas through the lime water, and if the lime water become milky, so that it shows the presence of CO2 gas, which means the substance is made up of carbon compounds. The earth crust consists of 0.02% of carbon in the form of minerals such as coal and petroleum, hydrogen carbonate and carbonates, and the earth's atmosphere consists of 0.03% of carbon in the form of CO2 gas. uh, the bonding in carbon, the covalent compound. We know the properties of ionic compounds, that the ionic compounds have high melting point and boiling points, and it can conduct electricity in the solution or in the molten states. But most of the carbon compounds are the poor conductor of electricity, and have low melting point and boiling point. From this, we can conclude that the force of attraction between the molecules is very low, and the and since the most of the carbon compounds are the non-conductor of electricity, so from this we can conclude that the carbon compounds does not give rise to any ions. The combining capacity of various elements depends on the valence electron to attain the stability. For example, an element can lose electrons if the outermost shell have less than 4 electrons, and it could gain electrons if the outermost shell have more than 4 electrons. In order to complete its octet and duplet, the carbon has the atomic number 6, and the electronic configuration of carbon is 2 and 4. Carbon have 4 valence electrons, which means it needs to lose or gain 4 electrons in order to achieve a noble gas configuration. So if it were to gain or lose electrons, it could gain.
So you must tell here, after losing 4 electron, it can gain the electronic configuration of helium, that is having 2 electrons, and by gaining 4 electron it can gain the configuration of argon, which has 10 electrons. Okay, so here it is better to mention the name of the noble gases as well as their number of electrons in the outermost cell. Okay,
Gain 4 electrons, forming C4 negative anion, but it would be difficult for nucleus with 6 protons to hold 10 electrons, that is 4 extra electrons, and it could gain 4 electrons, forming C4 positive cation, but it would require a large amount of energy, which is not possible. So to overcome this problem, carbon form covalent compound by sharing the electrons with with the other atoms of carbon and with the atoms of other element.
okay, it is correct. But next time when you are sending homework with the help of audio, you must mention the topic as well as the subject point wise. Okay, that means subject matter of the audio always be point wise, like introduction. Okay, then main points. This is point number 1: carbon can form only covalent compound. Number 2, it cannot form C4 plus positive ion. It cannot form C4 minus negative ion, because like that, point wise you have to tell. Okay, minimum in one audio homework you must mention 10 points. Okay, So arrange the points, after that you send it. Okay.